Welcome to the fourth round. Good evening, everybody. Fourth round of the USF2000 Awesome Club Series. Should we do that again? USF2000 Awesome Club Track Series. That's where we are. Right, we're in Latvia today. Latvia. We're going through the forests of Latvia in a place I'm gonna call Bikernieki. That's where we are. That is where we are. So it's a round 4 of 6 championship. 30-minute races. I believe it's a formation to a standing start. The story so far, it's not great. I'm off the pace in these cars. I'm really struggling with how much to push these things. I'll try and do my normal trick of taking off all the downforce, but it's not working. So we're going to do a little bit of an experimentation in practice. So we've had 3 rounds so far. First round was in Townsville. We had 17 drivers turn up at Townsville. I managed to pick my way through the melee. Started 12th, ended up 5th. That was a good result for me. Up 7 places. We then went to Goodwood. Quite a strong drive at Goodwood. I don't think I came a cropper. Again, I started 7th and ended up 4th. I went forwards. So that's always good. Good strong team drive, because my teammate finished just behind me. And then round 3, very low attendance. There was only 5 of us that turned up. Started 5th, ended 5th. I was way off the pace in that race. So I'm hoping for more tonight. I'm very unsure how how passing is going to work on this track. But let's get in the cockpit and get all of our timing boxes on. Alright, let's just check that that's that. Well, at least we've got more than 5 drivers than we had last time. Let's unmute the crew chief and get him going. Right, so I'm trying out a setup that someone's given me, or I'm kind of trying to mix them together. Obviously a little difference in camber and stuff like that. They had a different suspension setup, and they went quite low down on the braking pressure. I normally run quite high braking pressure because I like full pedal travel, but maybe that's just not working in this car. So these things are quite squirrely. They don't have a pit limiter either. So
it exits clear. Green flag in sector 2.
So I've actually been far too cautious with this car. So before I was in the 118s, 117s, I've got down to 116 now.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
So I'm braking a bit later and a bit harder.
Green flag sector 3.
I mean, technically I don't know what pedal setup the person that gave me the setup has, so now I'm always tending to blip on downshift just to settle the rear a little.
P5.
Just just cannot get the braking right for that corner.
I think P4's binned it. Green flag, sector 1. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
So the thing is, you need to be so early on the throttle. Hello there! We're going to struggle today.
Sector 2 is
Racing
0.44 off the pace.
The USF2000. It's only going to be a half-hour race today, but it's going to be frantic. There's not really too much chance to check the mirrors. Oh, wrong gear. So,
6th place.
I'm just hoping that the faster guys are going to be erratic so that I can capitalise. But it's this corner complex that's coming up now.
You're 0.2 off the pace in sector 1.
Which can be a bit of a bitch, but
Sector 2's 0.2 off the pace.
you really need to keep the engine quite spun up.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Yeah, it's a game changer. When I first tried VR, I think it was in Race Room Experience, and I tried. I took the slowest car possible, the Formula Ford, and went around Brands Hatch, a track that I knew.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. You're 1/10 off in sector 1.
And to start off with, the sensation of moving without moving was so jarring. I really had to take it easy, and then after about 5 laps I was like,
Sector 1 is clear.
I can't
Sector
keep
2
just
is 0.34
crawling around the track at 20 miles an hour. I've got to, push myself a little bit more. So I ended up going a bit faster, and the rest is history. I don't get any type of motion sickness from riding in a cockpit for some reason. I think when I'm in a cockpit but I'm not at the controls, that can sometimes feel a bit weird.
0.8 off the pace.
So the fact that I'm controlling this
Yellow
car
flag in sector 1.
makes some of the difference. So I mean, it does get a bad rap for being quite hard to set up. I don't think it's hard to set up necessarily. It's hard to get right. Or hard to tweak. Some games just kind of leave it and that's that,
Sector 2 is 0.8
Other
off the
games
pace.
give you some tweaking options. R-Factor was a blurry mess to start off with, but it's got sharper over time, so it's still not as sharp as AMS2. But I'm not running reshade or anything to turn on any sharpening, and it's sufficient for me. So, but the feeling of being inside
Sector 3
a
is
cockpit
0.8 off the pace.
and not not having to look at a different screen or something to check out who's beside you. You just look. There's nothing like it. You feel involved.
Sector 1 is 0.40 off the pace.
Well, here's the thing. Some people probably will be quite susceptible to sickness, and that's quite understandable. Some people are crying out for the
0.43 off the pace.
What do you call it? Cockpit stabilisation. But I find that so awful. Because the car would move around your head. That's not how a car works. You don't move. The car doesn't move from underneath you and rotate around your head. It makes people feel a bit more comfortable.
You've just done it on 17.40.
I prefer to be stuck to the car and there be kind of micro bumps. Obviously no fake movement of going backwards and forwards, that's too much. But
green flag in sector 1.
And Sebring is a very extreme example. If you can do Sebring, you can do anything.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
But what you do notice is things that you wouldn't notice if you were on a screen. You notice when things aren't to scale. You notice when maybe the trees are flat.
0.47 off the pace.
It's a good well, scaling tool. Plus realism as well. If things don't feel right, then you might not be able to explain why, but the fact that you're in a cockpit gives you that perspective.
Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. That last lap was on 17.74. The car ahead has just done it on 16.21.
I mean, I normally put camera stabilization in this game on medium or high, just for a little buffer, so that it's not vibrating next to my head, you know.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace.
I think that corner is going to claim a lot of deaths today. But I'm still unsure.
Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace.
There doesn't really seem to be any real big
on 16.44
braking zones to get alongside people. I don't know how you're going to pass. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right. I think I'm actually tempted to put more front wing on.
P6. Yellow flag.
So the setup that I borrowed had a lot more wing than I run.
Sector 1 is 0.47.
I don't know if it's good or bad. But it did have some differences which I was quite interested by. Brake pressure was one. They also run it a bit stiffer.
0.5 off the pace.
I tend to soften my car up, maybe too much. But also,
Yellow flag, sector 3.
They had a bit more rear ride height, so technically the car was pointing downwards. I don't know if that has kind of made it a bit more, I don't don't know, I think it's the brake pressure that's made the most difference.
Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.47 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.7 off the pace.
I've tried both. I couldn't get anywhere near that braking distance on my old setup, so... But I just didn't think I was driving right. I checked an onboard of someone on the server just now, and their braking distances were just nuts, so...
Sector 1 is 0.39 off the pace.
So I just need to be a bit more committed on the brakes.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
And this is a big momentum circuit as well, something that I really struggle with. Keeping the momentum from one corner to the other. I mean, the car isn't loose.
Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
It's all about the hard stopping distances. They must be cheating. Well, I wondered whether I was actually using the right circuit or something, because they had to like 2 seconds on me, and I was like, where'd they get 2 seconds from?
You're 2/10 off the pace.
Because I
Sector
was
1 looks
feeling
like
I was going
front.
flat out. Right, 10 minutes till quali. The good thing about this race as well, it's got an outside broadcast. So Sim Racing Online do their own broadcast as well.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
So I can normally check that out afterwards and see what happened elsewhere in the field, you know. That's the wrong fucking gear.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. Green flag, Sector 1. That lap time was 1:18.57.
Right, there's a few new drivers. I'm not sure why Sammy has got an extra space in his name. Right, I'm gonna have to double check some of the titles. Yeah, maybe the commentators give me tips. Right, okay. So I need to switch to... Right, it says my name at the moment, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to switch to a different driver to get there. Right. So what car are they in? They're in number 34. You have to do a bit of adjustment for the... I mean, we ask people to turn up, or at least choose their car before starting, so that the overlays for the broadcast are correct. But people don't adhere to that at all, so they're wrong on broadcast, which is a bit annoying because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Right, so 34. Right. So, what's his name? Sammy something. Not in the list. Oh, there he is. Right, he's an independent as well. That's not what I want to copy. Why have I got that in the clipboard? That was from ages ago. Right. There we go, there's one. Okay. What else we got? So Nick Westy should be a new one. In 77. Right. So unfortunately, me typing is moving stuff around as well, which doesn't. Okay, save. Right, that's Nick. Julian. Independent. Right, lewdness is in a 22. Ludus, sorry. There's already a 22, so we're gonna have to do another one. Who would be a TV director, eh? Save. Independent. There we go. Right. Phil Brown. Independent. Johnny is 06. Do we have anyone in an 06 car? Why is that? I remember before, some of the drivers had spaces in their names and stuff, or spaces after their names, which messes stuff up. It says he's in the 06. Well, here we go. He's got a trailing space in his name. Right, who are we switching to now? Robin. Robin's okay. Andy's okay.
The guy behind has just done a 117.24.
Right, there we go. That sorted that out. Oh, sorry about that. I had to get that done, otherwise that would have been a pain in the arse. Do. So a top 10 would be lovely tonight. Out of 12. This is very chilled out music. Right, let's go out for a couple of more laps practice just to... I've just been doing race 4. Never mind. I'm not going to explain it whilst I'm going to be practicing. Oh, staring at the sky there.
There's a car approaching.
Car left. You're clear on the left.
I mean, maybe I'll adopt this
Yellow flag in
set
sector
up
1.
for future rounds if it proves
Sector 1 is now green.
good. It's a very tight turn 1. We're going from a standing start. So... was pushing on my outlet. I don't know, maybe I should put more wing on.
8th place.
You also have to be very quick on the opposite lock if you get loose. Well, hopefully people can stay side by side through turn 1. I mean, no one's going too wide through here. If they are, that's
Sector 1
suicide.
is 0.25 off the pace.
I'm just hoping everyone sorts himself out by turn 2 and 3, you know? If I'm up the inside of turn 2 and 3, then I'm taking that corner, I don't care. It's a one line, so... And what I've found as well is I tend to. I think part of my weakness sometimes as a driver is I'm not really that aggressive, or not aggressive enough.
Okay, Neil, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
I
Sector
tend
1
to
is 0.25 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Not
Sector
pounce.
3 is 1.1 off the pace. That was a 170.
Car on your right side. Clear right. Right side. He's still with you. Right
I tend
side's
to
clear.
not pounce on cars when I could be. I sometimes hang back a bit.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
But what my driving style has proved is that sometimes it works best in the long run. I pace myself. I don't.
Sector 2 is 0.29 off the pace.
I don't overdrive. Now I had a Tatus race in race control. I think it was offline, and I was leading. I started second, but I got to turn 1 first, and then I spent the rest of the race trying to defend.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.29 off the pace.
And I
Sector
had
3
to
is
check the replay.
0.9 off the pace. That lap time was 117.42.
Because I was sure that I was too aggressive to someone, chopping off their nose at the first few turns of Zandvoort.
Fastest lap for Tomlinson, 115.49.
And then I checked the replay.
Sector 1.
Car on your left side. Keep your line. You are clear on the left.
Forget about that. It'll probably just polish out.
I don't know why Johnny was coming up my outside. If you want to pass me down the inside.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Maybe I race
flag,
with my
sector
brain too much. Maybe that's my problem. I tend to hold my ground a lot. You know, if I'm going
Sector
for a
1 is
defensive move, I will go for a
0.33
defensive
off the pace.
move.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. You're a second
Right.
down in Sector 3. You've just done a 117.35.
But I don't tend to go for a defensive move if I don't have to. Whoa, I'm looking at chat. Didn't want to miss any messages from the race director. What I also find as well is I'm a better racer than I am a qualifier. Chasing my tail
That's the end of the session. P8.
doesn't work. So, alright, let's make sure we're looking at the right car, because we know that it likes to swap itself over. Track side. Let's get that out of the way. Right. I mean, I've done 116 with this setup, so I'm saving it. And I'm going to stop comparing that. We're going to put in 10 litres, I think. Well, maybe 8. Right. I want a 116.
All clear on pit exit. We've got 9 minutes to get a decent lap in.
Another thing about this league
Yellow flag in sector 1.
is they kind of treat it like
Looks like P6 has binned it.
a real qualifying session. So if you crash out and you can't make it back to the pitch, your qualification is over, which is a good touch. I like your confidence. I don't know if I'll be as brave
The track
in the
temperature is
race
increasing. It's
around
now
that
43
corner
Celsius.
than I am in just lapping. That's my teammate ahead. We both run Dr. Pepper paint jobs. I've got the green wings, he's got the blue wings. But I'm kind of looking forward to getting stuck in, really. Right, I found 100th. I was kind of a bit safe in that corner. So if I'm only 100th down, then I'm on course for a 16. I'm nearly up to a 10th ahead. Still borderline 10th. Oh, I do have a 10th now. I've lost it. That 10th disappeared. This should be a 116. 116.5. There you go.
Sector 1 is 0.26 off the pace.
That lap's ruined. There's no way I'm gonna get 4 tenths. Just gotta watch my relative.
Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace.
It's about stringing them together, that's the problem. I've got way too much fuel for the session. 10 minutes of fuel in and it's 5 minutes to go. Right, let's go for another one.
P9.
That was braking way too early. I've lost 2 tenths already.
Sector 1 is 0.40 off the pace. Alright Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
4 tenths down, I can't get that back in a lap.
Yellow flag, watch out. We think that Gutierrez has binned it. Sector 3 is now clear.
That's another 16.
Sector 3
It's not
is
good enough.
0.7 off the pace. Sector 1 is green.
That was tidier.
Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 3 is now yellow.
200
We can see
up.
Tomlinson has crashed.
It's very easy to go
Yellow flag in
over the
Sector
limit.
2.
That's my 10th gone.
Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace.
Back in the green. Briefly. I was pushing it then.
Sector 2 is clear, P8. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
I don't know if people will be going at this pace in the race.
Sector 1 is 0.33 off the pace.
The setup is also got the brake balance all the way forwards. Now I don't normally run the brake balance forwards on my car, but something about it
Sector 2 is 0.36 off the pace.
seems to work in this car.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. That's your quickest lap in this session. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.33 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Problem is that you have to brake in a straight line for turn 1. I mean, I'm taking tenths here and there as the fuel burns off. But that's about it.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
2 tenths in the first sector.
Okay, Neil, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
I'm also not one to bang down the
flag,
gears
caution.
either. It seems to be a good
Sector 2 is
technique.
0.50 off the pace.
I always think it's going to blow the engine. I've got one more lap.
Green flag, Sector 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Gained something on the brakes there.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
I was up and
That's the
then...
end of the session, P9.
Damn it. Didn't quite get to the apex there. 9th. I mean, we're in the top 10. And we normally pick up places in the race. But right, okay, let's set the grid. Set the grid. Let's go back to our titles. Right, okay, the starting order is set. This is the starting order. So pole, Johnny Gutierrez. He won the first round. He's back for another go. Andy Tomlinson, always strong in second. Robin Taylor, sometimes a little erratic, but he won the last race. Fourth is Kirill Kirillov. Phil Brown is back in fifth. John Van der Geest, the series administrator, in sixth. Nick Westy, seventh. Ludus Askinis is in 8th. There's me in 9th. Julian Kerr is in 10th. Sammy Virama. Oh, I don't know. Teammate in 12th. So teammate's not having a good run at this track. But that is the starting order. Okay. But I'm hoping to pick up a few places.
Track temps increasing. It's now 33 Celsius.
No pit stops. So we should be good until the finish. I have changed fuel, but I will double check. We do have warm up, so it's 22 litres. I'm going to do another little fuel run to see what he thinks. I always put in like.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line.
I always put in like 1 litre more
Yellow
than
flag.
Jim says.
It looks like Gutierrez has gone off.
We do have a couple
Sector 1
of
is green.
people that are just joining us for one round. I suppose you could call them a ringer.
Yellow flag, sector 3.
Don't know why I'm going down to first. Now, I've not followed another car yet. So I don't know what to expect.
Incident in sector 1, yellow flag.
I don't think we have enough. Don't have enough time. So 22. I think I'm in 22.
Green flag in sector 1. We
Jim
think
said
that
21.
Taylor has binned it. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So you can be slow on the apex in turn 1, but it does depend whether someone does a dive, but you can defend a little coming into turn 1.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Someone on his head. See, I think we may pick up places today just because people are going to overdrive. I mean, this is not.
Sector 1 is yellow.
This is not like
Sector
Goodwood
2
where
is
there was a lot of space.
0.32 off the pace. Sector 1 is clear.
But it's got the same kind of vibe. It flows. really want to stay off those curbs.
Your quickest overall. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
I mean,
That's new
technically
fastest
turn
lap
1
for
feels like a
Brown,
late apex.
116.26. Green flag Sector 1.
I want to be doing 16s in the races just to keep up. Get that nose in. I mean, we're not expecting too much tyre wear. But I definitely need to meet that apex.
That's the end of the session. P3.
You just got to keep momentum around that corner. I don't know where the pits are. Oh shit. Right. Forgot that I need to do this in quite a quick session. A race, click. 2 litres. Yeah, I hope I don't have to pit.
Okay, mate, I'll do the spotting.
It should be a formation lap. Yep. Whoever was at the start was asleep. Hopefully it's pointing at the right car on my trackside camera. I did select it before I started, but they only give you like 30 seconds. I much prefer it in race control. They give you 2 minutes. Good. We're starting around some quite aggressive drivers as well. And I'm hoping that obviously some of the people that haven't been in the series for a little while will forget you can't just dump the clutch and hope that it gets off the line. You've actually got to feed out the clutch quite slowly. So it says that I'm gonna use 32 minutes there. I'd like to beat that yellow car ahead. That's my target. Because I'm close to them in the championship. So the rest of them doesn't really matter. What I'm probably going to do is just go straight, coming up to turn 1 as well. Oh shit! I'm going to have to
E9,
brake.
33 minutes. Okay, Neil, get ready. Green, green, green.
Oh, yeah, I was going to double dip the clutch.
Still there.
Decided against it.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Left side, there's a car. Left side's clear. There's a guy on your left.
Oh, for God's sake, dude.
Left side.
Yellow flag second.
Left side's clear. Left side.
We can see Brown has stacked it.
And still there.
Green flag sector 1.
Left side's clear.
yellow flag sector 2.
I mean, I was completely up the inside
Tomlinson
there.
has crashed. Green flag sector 2.
Guy on your left. Clear left.
I didn't catch my teammate in a very good place.
P8.
We're gaining on this car. Just don't want to get caught up in accidents. Oh, he's hit the curb.
There's a car right. Clear on the right.
I read that.
P7.
I need to be in the 116s to even be on the pace in front.
The gap to car behind is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds.
Not the most tidiest of
The gap
entries.
ahead is now 3.7. Incidents in sector 2, yellow flag.
That's the first casualty.
I think P6 has gone off.
I mean, that corner might claim more. Hopefully not me.
Green flag, sector 2, B6. You've just done a 116.72. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace.
I mean, I'm matching the guy's pace ahead, but only if I'm going completely flat out. Didn't think I was going to get the nose in, so... I was hoping not to be left behind. I had a boring race last time out, and I didn't want this one to be the same. Teammates behind me though. Again, I don't think I'm braking late enough for turn 1.
The gap to Summers behind is now 2.0.
I made an apex.
That lap was on 17.03. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Brown has binned it.
I mean, when you can get the four-wheel drift right, it's
Brown
great.
is now retired. Sector 1 is green.
I
Your lap
kind of
time
want
was
to be.
on 17.00.
I want to be involved.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. The gap to Summers behind is increasing. It's now 3.4 seconds.
I mean, the race just goes so damn quick. This is racing online, yeah.
Sector 2 is now yellow.
Yeah, it's the net code. That's why
It
that
looks
wasn't
like
close to me.
Summers has gone off.
Oh, that's my teammate lost 2 places behind.
The gap in front is now 5.1.
They're just able to do 116s, and I'm struggling to get there. I don't know if I'm missing downforce from that crash at turn 1, but
Sector 2 is green.
I mean, that worked out, but my front was pointing towards that tyre barrier a bit too close for my liking.
The gap to car behind is increasing. It's now 8.9. Okay, Neil, we're halfway through. Fuel's going to be tight. We're not sure you'll make it to the end.
Fuel's fine, Jim.
Tomlinson has just retired.
He was a lap down at the back. I think that's the best turn 1
The
I've
gap in
done.
front is increasing. It's now 6.7 seconds.
Thanks, Jim, for the vote of confidence. I really wish it wouldn't do that.
Alright, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Your left front has a bit of wear.
Looks like I'm not going to be featuring in the broadcast, apart from the turn 1 incident. No
Your last lap
freebies.
time was at 17.19.
I don't think I've got into the 160s once yet. That's one of the championship contenders retired.
You've used half your fuel.
I still would have preferred to have someone to battle with. It was me worrying about what I'd be like next to other cars in the race. I'd never bloody seen any.
The gap to car behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
Tyres are fine. I mean, I could blame them. But it's just my driving that's not fast enough to keep up.
The gap in front is now 7.6 seconds.
I mean, they're all quite close together in front. Got to hope for an accident.
That lap
that's a
was
shame.
on 17.42. Quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed. Sector 2 is now green.
Right side's clear.
Toggle HUD. I got no front wing.
Okay, pit stop requested. Okay, Neil, we expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we exit the pits, we should be in P8, ahead of Gutierrez.
Car on your left, here on the left.
Pit crew is ready. What's your speed? Ten minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
It's going to put fuel in. I can't escape that. I thought I was going to get away with that corner, but... Turn 3 bit me. I've been lapped. I don't know why I'm holding a brake. Yeah, it just got away from me in turn 3. And the car, without front downforce here, it's impossible.
done. Go, go. Pit exit looks clear.
Well, I've got fuel now. So I lost 2 places. Maybe that's karma, I don't know. It's still going to be a lonely race. Because I've been lapped by the whole field. Relative. Yeah, 7th place is a lap ahead of me.
8th place.
Yeah, the car is not 100%. Yeah, chance I'll be a fine down. I mean, it's a good track and all. It's just very easy to lose time if you just don't get the corners perfect. I should have asked Jim to take out the fuel, but I can never guarantee that Jim's going to listen to me. Yeah, the walls are just... I think this is like a rallycross track or something. Something like that, anyway. I mean, I can gain a 10th in the first sector, but I just lose it in the second and third. That's gaining a 10th on my personal best. Ooh. Yeah, Dr. Pepper Motorsports has not had a not good race in Latvia.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
I think, like, what did I think it was a foreshadowing, wasn't it? I hope that someone comes off the track so I could get a freebie, but it was me that did it.
That lap was a 1:16.88.
And I always forget to pull the clutch in as well. So I end up stalling it and then having to fire it up again. In one of the races, I span, and I'd mapped my ignition and my starter buttons to a couple of buttons on the wheelbase. Unfortunately, on this wheelbase, those buttons are quite close to the kill force feedback button, and if you kill force feedback, you're not getting it back. So 30 minutes or less into a 90-minute race, I spun tried to start the car up, accidentally turned off my force feedback, and then had 0 force feedback for the rest of the race. I had to learn to drive all over again.
That was on 17.44.
I'm not even close to anybody. I know they're laps ahead of me, but I'm not even close to them. Just kept it pinned. Couldn't care less. It's one of those races where everything's just gone wrong. We have some of those days. I mean, I knew that these open wheel championships were going to be difficult because in this league we've got.
Your last lap time was 1:16.79.
Oh, 1:16, eh?
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
We've got some open wheel specialists that only turn up when the open wheels are starting. Got 24 minutes of fuel. I kind of liked it in one of our previous series when we had like variable weather and stuff. That spiced stuff up. Because sometimes it does get a little boring when you're just racing at 30 degrees, you know. Well, track temperature's 22, but still. Well, air temperature's 22. I mean, there's no battle
Incident
for the
in
lead.
Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Second is like a few
You think
seconds
that
back.
Summers has gone off?
It's close for third,
Green
fourth
flag in
and
Sector
fifth,
2.
but maybe not close enough because they're just matching each other's pace. They're doing 6 and 16 and a halves every single lap. I suppose it helps that they were in each other's draft, but it's going to be a formation finish for our team, but we're several laps down. Fat Ben is a lap down on me, and the field is a lap in front of me. So it has to be my worst race of the season.
One more lap to go.
Am I suddenly going to find him around this corner or something? There he is. Oh, it looks like he's on 3 wheels. It did look like he was crabbing. and Ben's still going to get the same amount of points even if he retired now, so it's not been a good day for Dr. Pepper.
P8, okay, it's over.
Wow, what a horrid time that was. Horrid. Hated it, every second of it. Every second of it, hated it. Right. Okay. Let's see the results. Do we really need to? So, I think it was lights to flag for Johnny Gutierrez. Robin Taylor gets second. I think Nick Westy moved up the field because he was just ahead of me. John Van der Geest in fourth. Ludus Askinis in fifth. Julian Kerr, the person that I was battling with early on, in sixth. Sammy Varama, that's what I'm going to call him, in seventh. And then Linus Stern, I'm in eighth. Ben Summers in ninth. Andy Tomlinson did not finish, and I think there must be one more. I think Phil Brown didn't finish either. Nor did Kirill Kirillov. So there you go. Right, coming up. This championship is in 2 weeks' time. And we're heading to Russia for the next round. So join us for that. And then the last race is something with an abundance of runoff. This is Zwartkops Raceway in South Africa. So that should be quite fun. So upcoming, we also run the bi-weekly championship for the USF Pro to 2023. I'm doing better in that series. I'm leading the championship in that one. So different car, different championship, but I'm better at it. But that's going to head to Detroit, the street circuit, the 1988 version of Detroit, on November the 14th.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 37 Celsius.
Yes, Jim. Yes, Jim. So yeah, join me for that. That should be fun. In the meantime, we're probably going to be doing some pickup racing and what have you in the middle. But that should be cool. But that's the end of the race.